So what are we waiting for at this point? Why are we trying still to mitigate this? I mean, we gave up on containment, but we're still trying to mitigate and suppress this. So what are we gaining by this? More people are getting vaccinated every day. That's true. That's good. Hopefully by December-ish, we'll have the vaccine for kids 6 and up that choose to get it. So, but frankly, you're right. I mean, I don't care how many cases there are because it doesn't really matter anymore. Certainly, when we stress out our healthcare capacity, as we're doing this summer, that's worrisome. But frankly, my hospital is always at capacity this time of year. We're
Mine too.
always on divert this time of year. Yeah, and I don't think that story has made it to the popular press. Is that there's probably whole states that are on divert during the summer because hospitals like making money. I don't know if you know that, Eric, but the healthcare system likes making a ton of money, and that means no open beds, right?
Yeah. I mean, hotels would
Yeah.
rather have their rooms full than the rooms empty. And
Yeah.
a hospital is just a hotel for sick people.
Yeah. And so, and then the other major thing I think I struck out on is the variants. So I was under the idea that this is an mRNA virus. I'm sorry. Yeah. An RNA virus.
Yeah.
Yeah. An RNA virus, and it wouldn't mutate all that much. So I thought there would be, this strain fighting with this strain, and there'd be all these strains, and they'd kind of duke it out to see which would be the most successful. Instead, we had these lock stock switches to alpha and then to delta. And right now, delta, like 100% of the cases in the United States are delta. And that happened in the course of 2 months, that it just out competed every other strain of the virus. And I honestly didn't foresee that happening. So I thought this virus would evolve to be more benign. And then I couched that in the terms of it could be an actual change in the virus, or it could be due to human immunity. And it seems like that's what we're seeing, is that hopefully by the third or fourth time you get this virus, your immune system controls it and it's just a common cold. So, but that said, the milieu, the environment that makes Delta so successful is not going to be the environment of the future after everyone's already had the vaccine or the virus, right? So we're going to have a different strain that probably outcompetes Delta once we get closer to 90, 95, 100% immunity, which won't be vaccine immunity, obviously, but will be vaccine and immunity from natural infection. So, wait for the next strain to come by. The next variant's going to start this spring probably, right? It won't go away. It'll be a new strain.
Well, you're certainly seeing because of so little of the world has had this. I mean, in some respects, we think a third of the United States Americans have had it, maybe 40% at most. With actual people with immunity is probably 75% maybe Americans, because not kids have had it. But that's most of the world's not like that because they have no vaccinations. And so you're going to absolutely have more of these strains show up. And to the point earlier, I mean, they're still going to, even though you're vaccinated, you're still going to get infected, and the virus, although will have less time probably in your body, it will still have the opportunity to mutate. Or probably a better way of putting it is that the ones that are more likely to transfer from person to person are going to be more fit and more likely to spread, and that you will get epsilon and, eta and theta and all the other strains that are going to be better at transmitting from person to person.
Right. That are better at transmitting in hosts that have partial protective immunity against coronavirus, against COVID. Yeah. So that'll be the strain.